Okay, so I had an ambulance go by. But when you see what it takes to make a movie, the idea that all of these people, all of these collective ideas come together for one cohesive process, it is truly a beautiful art form. It's not like art where there's a solo. I'm so sorry, just ignore the ambulance going by. I'm in Santa Monica, so welcome to LA. Um, but there's such a process of filmmaking. Sorry, that's really a lot of stuff going on. I hope it's something good. And it's usually not. So basically this idea that when you're a painter, right, it's a painter, typically it's a painter in his various mediums. When you're a musician, sometimes it could be just a musician in his single instrument. um, Photography, it's you and your lens and you and your camera, and there's a great relationship between that. But when you're a filmmaker, a film cannot be made without a group of collective artists. I mean, every single part is very, very crucial to how a film is executed. And that has always been, to me, the most beautiful and really the most daunting of why film to me is my favorite medium of expression. It is so not solitary. And while every writer, screenwriter, everyone who starts with the foundation, including myself, I mean, I'm a screenwriter, and I realize that I'm the foundation of the film. You can't start a film without the foundation, but oftentimes you divert from a screenplay because as you're filming, all these things start taking place. All these ideas start taking place. Improv starts happening. You see something transpire in an actor, and you realize that you need to let that happen. And there's this beautiful, wonderful world that is just created in film that cannot be duplicated in any other medium of art. And I think that's why it's so successful. I think that's why people respond so greatly to film and cinema, and why throughout time, I mean, we all resort to a really beautiful film that just changed our lives. And I'm not sure that there's anything better than that, really. Anyway, so whenever I go to these events, it just inspires me to want to just like dig so deep and share that with the rest of the world. And so I'm really going to finish editing this, and I'm just going to keep working on my movies. But honestly, this is just such a beautiful reminder of why I write, why anything that I do is even done, including my magazine. So I created this magazine, A Taste of Dawn, for those of you who don't know. And it's ATOD magazine, ATOD magazine. I did not create it just to hear myself talk or to read my own words. It was totally the opposite. It was this wonderful medium and this platform to be able to share the things that I love most about life with all of you. And that includes filmmakers and photography and photojournalism and art and music, and really just exploring the beauty in food and winemaking and all of these things that I don't think that we would be enjoying life so much without. Um, all of these wonderful elements in life create a moment, a memory, an experience that we all remember, that we all hold dear, that when we're old and gray and just looking back on life, we will remember those moments over a table or a movie that we saw and how it changed our lives and how it changed the way we saw something. And there are very few movies, blockbuster films, that really profoundly impact me. And I'd have to say that this year, I was pretty impressed with the films that were created. The ones that really got to me the most were Les Miserables and Silver Linings Playbook. I don't know that there were two more emotionally confounding films that I feel like the minute I sat down to watch it just sort of grasped inside of my chest and just tugged at my heart. And that is good filmmaking. And that, I mean, my best friend and I saw Les Miserables not really having such high expectations, and we went in there and I think we cried halfway through the movie and didn't stop until it was over. And the beauty of it was is if you looked around the theater, men, women, didn't matter. Everybody had a tissue out, they were wiping their eyes, and that's a truly great film. And then you see Silver Linings Playbook, and you see a movie like that that is totally unexpected. And sorry for messing with my hair so much. But you see this whole version of what film really is, and you see a movie like that and you realize, we're just human beings. We're human beings, and we really need to find a connection to one another. We need to strip away all of our BS and just be. And so this is why I love film. So thanks so much for listening, and please go support filmmakers everywhere. Go support your local film fests. Go support your local chefs. Support your local artists, photographers. Don't be afraid to go out there and do something different, because this is life and we only get to live it once, and there's just no point in doing anything other than living it well, really. You know, it doesn't, whether you're dodging a bullet or you're, driving a Rolls Royce, the reality is life is right now. It's happening right now. And somehow, in spite of all of it, we have got to find a reason to hope. And I really am grateful for film and for having, for myself to have the freedom to have a voice to actually explore that and encourage all of you to explore that. I recently got an email from a place in the world that doesn't have very much freedom. And this woman wrote me a letter and just told me that for a second she felt like she was living life. And you know what? That's all I do anything for is if we can just connect and just strip away kind of all these preconceived ideas and not judge books by their cover, because I guarantee you're misjudging. 99% of the time you've made a wrong assessment about somebody. And, my own experiences in life have really taught me that. And not to go too far off topic, but I recently underwent a relationship that changed my life completely. But what it did teach me was that this is life, and everything, every experience, good or bad, it's worth having. And if we are smart enough about how we view our experiences, then we will live this life better, and we will leave it far more beautiful than the way that we're finding it. I'm a mother, and I have a little girl that I'm responsible for, and I'm a single mother, and I'm after, my dreams. I'm chasing my dreams, and I would not want anything less for her. I would want her to know that everything is possible for her, no matter what she does, no matter what avenue she decides to take. I am very fortunate that I have this gift in that I struggle, and I have struggled so much in my life, and nothing in my life has come easy. Nothing has been handed to me. Everything that I have done on my own, and really aligning myself with just great people and not being afraid to take chances and risks. And that's what life is about. I mean, we cannot be afraid to take chances in life. So if I can teach you nothing else in my little small world, it's don't be afraid of anything. I've been to third world countries, and let me tell you, there have been armed men, and it scared me. And I thought, but you know what? If I live in fear, and if I live like this, I'm not living. And so I just decided to just trust life. And it's not always going to lead us the right direction, but if we just listen to our core and take the risk and really be kind to each other, there's nothing better in this world than being nice to each other. And that's really the gift that we have that doesn't cost us a thing. So smile. Don't be too pompous. Don't be too enlightened or entitled or whatever that you think that you can't talk to somebody. Just do it. Just be nice. And go see art house films, and go eat weird food, and go see an art exhibition. It will change your life if you're open to it. You've got to be open to it and not be so afraid of that. Anyway, so that's my advice for today. Thank you so much to Mark Johnson, who does the moderating every year and has for the last 9 years, and I think I've been there for 7 of 9. I also wanted to say how cool it was to see Ang Lee there today. He inspired me yet again. I mean, that's a filmmaker who pushes the boundaries, who was told, in spite of his accolades and his success, that he should not do something, and he still says, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyways, even if it fails. That's life. That's what life is supposed to be about. So anyways, that's it for you guys today. And it's a beautiful Saturday, and I'm going to go out there and just sort of walk around and explore and see what everything is about. So the other thing I want to say is, if you guys really want to join me and just experience life a little bit, come join me at Pourvu on March 13th. I'm doing my first event. Buy your tickets online. If you go to atodmagazine.com, on the right-hand column on the sidebar is all of the information to purchase your tickets. $50 will get you open bar, very, 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 very cool music, and just an experience that you don't want to miss. Great food as well. I have to thank Scott Logan because he's really making a lot of this possible. So just live your life well, you guys. Don't be afraid of it. Save up and do something fun, and come join me if you want to have some really good fun. So that's it. Thanks. Have a really lovely Saturday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.